Happy Veterans Day. We are so glad that you could join us today for Veterans Day. I know it looks a little different than it has in the past, but we are so glad that you are here. Today we're going to start, as we do every day, by saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and then after that, please stay standing for the singing of our national anthem. So again, welcome veterans, we're so glad you are here. So, students, troops, stand up.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
There you go, there's the flag. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, students, and all of our students here at Whitney Elementary are live streaming right now. So I hope all the kids in your classroom, I hope you are showing your teacher the best audience behavior. Even though you're not in here with us, you are truly in here with us. So we appreciate you joining us for our Veterans Day Assembly. So each year we have a different theme for Veterans Day. Last year we had an outside drive around for our Veterans Day, and all the kids stood outside, and that was super great to see all the students and have our veterans drive through and be recognized. I know there are some other schools in the district today that are also doing the same thing. Any way that we can honor our veterans, we hope that we can do that. This year, because of the pandemic, we were able to bring in just a small amount. So I'm so glad we could offer that choice and spread you out so that we can have you here safely. This year, in the music classes, we are learning about America. Every year we try to study a different culture, a different country, and this year we're in America. So everyone in the school practiced singing the Star Spangled Banner. The first graders acted out the battle at Fort McHenry with cannonballs of paper wads, and they really experienced what it was like to be Francis Scott Key. Veterans Day originated as Armistice Day on November 11th, 1919, the first anniversary of the end of World War I. Congress passed a resolution in 1938. Unlike Memorial Day, Veterans Day pays tribute to all American veterans, living or dead, but especially gives thanks to the living veterans who served their country honorably during war or peacetime. So today we hope that we can show you our thanks through all of our music and our activities. Our theme this year is teamwork. To be in the military is to be part of a team. We want to thank our Whitney veterans for their service and for their teamwork. And I really, truly look forward to seeing everybody every year. It's one of my favorite times of the year where I get to see my favorite friends come back, and hopefully we'll see some of them. Hopefully you're joining us live stream too. I am so grateful for our great team of Whitney staff and students for helping us create this day for you. Couldn't have done it without Mr. Stacco, our principal, our office staff for taking care of everything, Mr. Benson for being here for live streaming, and all the teachers for their help. In the past years of celebrating, I've asked the veterans questions, and one of them, I did ask them, how did their military training help in teamwork? How did that help them in their job after the military? Their military training, many of them said, helped them to be able to work with people from all over, from any background. And so here at Whitney, we have students of many different various backgrounds. So we are hoping to kind of emulate that feeling of teamwork. Behind me, we have our Whitney 4th and 5th grade choir, and we would like to share with you a song about teamwork. Rotating music stand. Thank you. These students meet before school on every Tuesday from 8:15 to like 8:45, and I'm so grateful that they're willing to get up in the morning and spend some time with me. And even though I missed a few, they still joined us, and we got everything ready, so I'm really proud of them. So good job, choir. Here at Whitney, one way that we strive to show teamwork is we have an acronym called PRIDE, Whitney Pride. Prepared, respectful, inclusive, determined, and engaged. And I've asked a few of my choir members to explain how they show their teamwork here at Whitney with these words. So if you see your programs that we left on your chairs, we have Zach, Mauricia, Adriana, Aubrey, and Leanna. So if they would come on up, and they're going to explain what these words mean and how we show pride here at Whitney.
P stands for prepare. To be prepared, I make sure that I have all of my books and materials ready to take to school. I bring my best self to class.
R stands for respect. To my team or friends, when I am working as a team, I don't always have to be the one to speak. I let everyone share their ideas. I don't interrupt.
I stands for inclusive. I want to be a friend to everyone and include them in a group project. We take everyone's ideas. Since I'm new this year to Whitney, that makes me feel included.
D in pride means determined. For me, determined means to focus on my work. If I play in music class, D in pride means determined. For me, determined means to focus in class. If you
If you always try your best, you will succeed. In music class, if I play wrong note or AmeriCorps, I will keep trying till I succeed.
E of pride means engaged. Here at Whitney, I want to stay focused on the teacher even if someone is talking to me. This is hard to do.
Each day, the teachers and staff and anyone, bus duty, bus drivers, we try to find students showing all of those traits, and they're rewarded with pride cards. And every month they get rewarded if their name is chosen from a lottery. They get to have lunch in our Hard Rock Cafe. So since we are rock stars this year. So we hope that we are building model Mustangs so that they will be better citizens of the world. Our Whitney 4th and 5th choir would like now to sing a song to show our thanks for our veterans and all that you have done for your service. Not only our service members, but also the families too, because we know to be in the military also involves your whole family. So we would like to sing, How Do You Tell a Veteran Thank You? At this time, choir students, if you have a veteran that's here and you would like to sit with them during this part, you can leave your choir folder and you can go sit with them. At Whitney, every year I put the students through Mrs. Gonzi boot camp. And I'm never sure how they feel about it, but they've told me, this is our favorite part. This is our favorite time of year. So I asked them to show me teamwork. And so each class worked together as a team. We collaborated to brainstorm and create a class song for showing their Whitney pride for their teachers, their class and their teachers. Since they couldn't be here in the gym with us today, I'm going to bring them into the gym through the magic of teleportation through a video. And each class is going to show you their words. Now sometimes I realize when they're singing, it is a great feat of teamwork to get all our words together at the same time. So I provided you with the lyrics if you would like to see how they feel about their teachers. And some of the teachers here have never heard their songs. They're always surprised, and I'm very pleased and touched at how their students feel about them. So I've kind of broken them up into different grades. We have 4 kindergartens, and somehow I was able to merge all of the kindergartens together, which amazingly they were all singing on the same pitch, which I thought was actually a pretty big feat for them. So we're going to start with kindergarten through 2nd grade. We'll watch their class songs, and I hope students that you will watch your teacher's expression so that you can see how pleased they are about your great words. So K through 1 and 2, and then I'll show you 3 and 4, and then 5th grade. So we hope you enjoy our videos.
Ready, go! Kindergarten
is so fun.
We make
Friends with everyone.
We always show our
Whitney pride. It makes us feel so good inside. Sound up, 1, 2. Sound up, 3, 4. Bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is Mrs. Yonkoff's excellent class song. 1, 2, ready, go!
Mrs. Youngcock loves it when we always try. We always try to show our Whitney pride. Mrs. Youngcock teaches things we don't know. She is helping us to grow. Sound off, 1, 2. Sound off, 3, 4. Bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah!
This is Mrs. Rice's awesome class song. 1, 2, ready, go!
Our teacher is so nice. Her name is Mrs. Rice. She's the best teacher in our school. As reading rock stars, we are so cool. Sound off, 1, 2. Sound off, 3, 4. Bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah!
This is Mrs. Habble's awesome song. 1, 2, ready, go!
We went to kitchen to practice math. It's so fun being Mrs. Habble's class. She gives us pride cards every day. Learning isn't hard, it feels like play. Sound off, 1, 2. Sound off, 3, 4. Bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah!
This is Mrs. McKinley's good song. 1, 2, ready, go!
Miss McKinley is so cool. She is the best teacher in our school. She is kind and helps us with our work. When we work, we show teamwork. Sound off, 1, 2. Sound off, 3, 4. Bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah!
This is Mrs. Boba's awesome song. Ready, go!
Miss Nova helps us through a test. She's funny and she is the best. We like using Prodigy. Not to generate those to get candy. Sound off, 1, 2. Sound off, 3, 4. Bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah!
This is Mr. Lett's awesome class singing their class song. 1, 2, ready, go! Mr. Lett!
is the best. He is dandy. When we're good, he gives us candy. We make a character from the books we read. He's the only teacher we need. Sound off, 1, 2. Sound off, 3, 4. Bring it on down. 1,
This is Mrs. Laux' awesome class song. 1, 2, ready, go!
Mrs. Laux makes us so proud. She should wear a teacher's crown. She helps us never forget bad grades. She is really a good aide. Mrs. Laux likes it when we're kind. We always try to show Whitney pride. We love when she's funny. She does silly things. Sometimes why she even sings. Oh! Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. Bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah!
Now, we don't normally dress like that at Whitney Elementary School every day. If you were wondering, some of the classes actually had to record their songs during Halloween. So they were so good to be so determined and so organized even on a Halloween day. And Mr. Lett's class, because we have 4 second grade classes, they kind of mix in with some, we have them split. So we had to do theirs in their classroom. So hopefully we won't have any more buffering issues. I think I'll cancel out that other video and then we'll watch 3rd and 4th grade. One year, I didn't do the class songs for the veterans and there was a mutiny. They said, no, we want to see the kids' songs. So we kept it in. So we hope you're enjoying them. So next, in just a sec, I'll have 3rd and 4th grade sing their class songs.
This is Mr. Doyle's awesome class song. 1, 2, ready, go!
We are proud of Mr. Doyle. To our class he is very loyal. Mr. Doyle leads our band. He's the best teacher in the land. Plants are important to Mr. Doyle. We are learning how to water soil. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. Bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah!
This is Mrs. Fosnot's awesome class. Ready? Their song. 1, 2, ready, go!
Mrs. Fosnot is the best. We're never learn a test. We work so hard, we never get F's. We always do our very best. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. Bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah!
This is the awesome song of Mrs. Smith's class. 1, 2, ready, go!
We all listen to Mrs. Smith. That's a fact, not a myth. Mrs. Smith is the best. She gives us 3 letters for our awesomeness. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. Bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah!
2, ready, go!
We learn new things with science stuff. It's always fun, but sometimes tough. She keeps it fun for everyone. Miss Moleski, number 1. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. Bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah!
This is Mrs. Shukaluk's awesome 4th grade song. 1, 2, ready, go!
Mrs. Shukaluk gives us something to learn. Lots of green dojos we will earn. We don't have homework because we do it in class. She'll slow down if she's going too fast. Mrs. Shukaluk likes to teach us math. She puts us on a learning path. She's fighting to get us past our test. She truly is the very best. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. Bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mrs. Shukaluk, yeah!
This is Mrs. Arrington's awesome class song. 1, 2, ready, go!
Mrs. Arrington is so nice. She is teaching us how to write, and the 4 eagles learning along. We don't run
Okay, this is me stalling a little bit to make sure that it buffers and so that we can watch the 5th grade. I always find it interesting. 2nd grade is motivated by candy. Did you see that appeared in 2? And Mrs. Arrington's class took one step. We had time to actually use a different tune, and I was really proud of them for coming up with that song. Our 5th graders, we will often ask them to choose a different tune. It just depended on how much time we had in class. Some weeks are shorter than others because of different holidays and stuff. So I was really proud of them. And there's even a little sneak special 5th grade shout out to one of our teachers too. So I hope you enjoy our 5th grade songs.
This is Mrs. Hunter's awesome song. Ready, go.
Best way. She teaches us math skills every day. We learn mystery words to win a reward. She gives us candy when we beat our math goal. Singing, she will teach you math, teach you math. She will teach you math, teach you math.
This is Mrs. Ambrosiak's class. 1, 2, ready, go.
Mrs. Ambrosiak shows the way, and she helps us through the day. Think smarter, not harder is what she would say. So that is the Ambrosiak way. Sound off, 1, 2. Sound off, 3, 4. Bring it on down, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is Mr. Walker's awesome song.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain. Oh, where's the class into the hall? Mr. Walker, kind and caring and sporty he's all. Mr. Walker, is sarcastic and funny, be something you wish. Mr. Walker, he's the best teacher to ever exist. Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker.
This is Mrs. Bonger's best song. 1, 2, ready, go.
She will teach you. She will teach you. Mrs. Bonner is the best. She always helps us. Learning in the classroom, she'll teach us through the day. We got our knowledge on our face. She's always on pace. According to the challenge, we will always sing. She will teach you. She will teach you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. We realized after the 2 5th grade classes chose the same song, We Will Rock You. I think it was inspired by our rock theme this year, so that's okay. I told them they were both very different and very creative, so we are so glad that they were able to create those songs for you so they can show their great teamwork. Now, every year we have this Best Boot Camp class, and I usually have parents come in, and I had the awesome opportunity to go train with Marines back in 2019. It was an educator workshop. I thought I was going to die multiple times. They yelled and screamed at me. I stood on the yellow footsteps. I thought it would be smart to stand in the front for when we were doing our drills. Not a good idea. You have to run the fastest in the front. So I really got to experience what it was like, and I was so proud to go see those men and women training to be Marines. We had a Marine dad that was here, and he said, Mrs. Gonzi, if you want to know what it's like to be military, you got to go to this camp. Now, my dad was in the Army, but he didn't talk too much about it, so my eyes were opened. And we did obstacles, and there's just certain things that I didn't think I could do, but Believe it or not, I did. So I try to teach the kids different things like marching in step. We stand at attention. We learn how to say ma'am, yes, ma'am. So I'm going to miss it. It's a beautiful thing to hear that great respect for that. So every year I choose some winning classes. Usually I only choose 2. So they had to be graded twice. And this year I chose 3 classes. And I already know the winners. So those 3 classes that earned the best boot camp award, they got almost perfect scores. I checked their marching, how could they stand still at attention, their class song, how they treated respect, and the winners of best boot camp. These 3 classes will earn a special reward day with me sometime in the near future. Mrs. Youngkoff's class, 1st grade. Mrs. Fosnot's 3rd grade class. Mrs. Fosnot's class, they were the first class to be able to march in step, left, right, and only 1 mistake. I couldn't believe it. They even beat everybody else in the school. So Mrs. Fosnot, I don't know what you're doing in there, but awesome job. And Mrs. Bonger's class. So now that we've shown you our songs, we would like to recognize you by showing and singing your songs. And again, I wanted to include as many kids as possible in our assembly. So when we recorded the songs, I chose a class that really demonstrated the best singing skills for these songs. So all of our students, troops, stand up. We would like to thank the Army by listening and singing the Army song.
Is Mr. Doyle's class singing the Army song.
First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along. For it's high, hey, the Army's on its way. Count up the cannons, sound it strong, 2, 3. Wherever we go, you will always know that the Army goes rolling along.
We'd like to say thank you to the Navy by singing the Navy song. This is Mrs. Fosnot's class singing the Navy song.
Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Farewell to college joys, we sail at break of day, 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 day. Through our land and shore, hail to the foe. Until we meet once more, here's wishing you a happy voyage home.
We'd like to say thank you to the Air Force. Here is the Miss Soster class singing the Air Force song. Up
We go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, swing to meet our thunder. Attaboys, hear the gun. Down we dive, starting our plane from under. Off we run, terrible roar. We live in fame, we're down in flame, where nothing can stop the USA Air Force.
We'd like to say thank you to the Marines. Mrs. Molesky's class singing the Marine song.
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we will fight our country's battles in the air, on land, and sea. First we fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of the United States Marines.
And we'd like to say thank you to the Coast Guard. This is the awesome class of Mrs. McKinley and Mr. Letts singing the Coast Guard song.
So here's the Coast Guard marching song. We sing sing on land or sea, through surf and storm and howling gale, high shall our purpose be. Stand firm, this is our God, our fame, our glory too, to fight, to save, or fight and die. I know God, we are for you.
Troops, sit down.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
It was especially rewarding to see Mrs. Modolewski's class sing the Marine song, because Mrs. Modolewski's son, just this summer, finished boot camp and infantry training and is now a Marine. He is PFC Modolewski, 3rd Battalion, 25th Marines, and his reserve center is in Brook Park, Ohio. So we're so proud of Mrs. Modolewski's son. And today we would have had every branch covered. I see there's a few that weren't able to make it, except for Coast Guard. But I chose Mrs. McKinley's class and Mr. Lett's class to sing that song because Henry Sambour's dad is right now active with the Coast Guard. And so he knew that his dad would be especially proud that we were singing his song. So thanks, Henry, and your class for helping sing that song. So at this time, I would like to introduce our veterans since we have some time. We often don't get to do this. We often have 60-plus veterans that are here. And so I would like to recognize you and your Whitney students. We have Mr. Tommy Parker, who is the grandfather of Aurora, Lucas, and Peyton Pruka, who was in the Navy. Mr. Michael Burns is the grandfather of Nathan and Abby Novick, and he was also in the Navy. Thank you for being with us. Mr. Ralph Tadalinsky, grandfather of Austin and friend Frankie Tadalinsky. He was in the Navy and the Army. And more about that, I'm going to find out more about that later. That's interesting to me. And we also have Mr. Bruce Trable. He is the grandfather of Zach and Gavin Trable. He was in the Army. I just found out this morning Matt Kelly, the uncle of Lila Kelly, could not be here, but he was a Marine. So hopefully he's watching somewhere. Del Ruiz is the grandfather of Aubrey Lazinski, and he was in the Navy. Bob Spada is the grandfather of Lisette Quinn and Lucas Bear. And he was in the Army. Mrs. Elsie Hines is the mom of Owen and Natalie Hines, and she was in the Army. Mr. Carl Zenkert couldn't be here today. He was in the Air Force. He is the grandfather of Lila Narowitz. And with him was going to be Melanie Fensk, who is Lila's aunt, and she was in the Navy. So hopefully they're watching us somewhere. Mr. Joe Silvestri. His son is Anthony. He's the dad of Anthony Silvestri, and he was in the Navy. I should have counted Navy, Army. We got a lot. I don't know. Mr. Reginald Washington is the proud dad of Jasmine Washington, and he was in the Navy. Mr. Thomas Painter is grandpa to Grant and Davis Painter. He was in the Air Force, and his guest is Donald Zach, and he was in the Army Corps of Engineers. Thank you for being with us today. Mr. Thomas Ogden, he is the proud dad of Lily Ogden, and he was in the Army. Mr. William Becker is a grandfather. No, it can't be. Grandfather? No way.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the grandfather of Audrina Sorensen, And he was in the Army active. He is active right now with National Guard. And his guest is Kay Brennick, and she is also active Army National Guard. Specialist Army active. And Mr. Robert Nevelos Sr. is the grandfather of Ryan and Aidan Nevelos. He was in the Army. Mr. Robert Drabiak is the grandfather of Michael Drabiak. He was in the Army. Staff Sergeant Sean Jennings is the proud dad of Natalie and Grace Jennings. He was in the Army. Oh, I'm sorry, I put all the Army in the back. Well, I just kind of did it in the order you did. It wasn't anything purposeful, Army, so sorry about that. Mr. Jerry Heron is the proud grandfather of Michael Heron, and he was in the Army. Richard Reams is the great uncle of Mackenzie Pishnery. He was in the Army. And Antonio Ventura is the uncle of Ryan and Liam Snyder, and he was in the Air Force. I'm sorry, we don't have any Marines here today, but I know if they did, they would say, ooh-ah, because that's what they... Now, I found out that each branch has their own sound. Does the Army have a sound like that? Wait, what is it, Mr.
Actually,
Jennings?
Marines are hoorah.
Hoorah.
And Army hooah.
Oh, that's right. There's a very specific... And let me hear it one more time for the Army.
Hooah.
Hoorah.
And then Marine Corps. Hoorah. Hoorah.
So close. How about Navy? Is there any special uniting thing for the Navy? No? I don't know. Coast Guard, Air Force? I have learned over the past, so students pay attention to this. The Air Force, veterans have told me Air Force has the best accommodations for sleeping and eating. Navy is the worst for sleeping. And I haven't heard anything about the Army. So they all have their special brands. So we are so grateful and thankful. Students, let's hear it for our Whitney veterans. Okay, there is a mic stand here, Mrs. Gonzi. Okay, our hope is that we will keep working on our teamwork here at Whitney Elementary so we can make you proud. Before we sing our last song, if you have not had a chance to have your picture taken with your Whitney veteran, this is our last song, and after this, we will bid you farewell, and we are so glad you joined us. But if you would like to take one more picture, make sure, and if you didn't get your picture, we're going to take it out here. So, what? Did I not say your name? Oh no, hold on. How did I skip over your name? Blake, Jim Blake. I am so sorry. This is Jim Blake. I'm so sorry. The proud grandfather of Phoebe Shari. He was in the Army too. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate that. I didn't skip anybody else, did I? Okay, good. All right, at this time, since we are learning about America this year, we wanted to show you how proud the students are of We Celebrate America. We also have some soloists who are very brave and very nervous, and I said, don't be nervous, they're gonna love whatever you do. But it is a quick turnaround, and as much as I have smacked this microphone, I'm sure they're gonna do way better than me. So if my soloists would start coming up this way, we'd like to sing our last song, We Celebrate America.
With hearts and minds and unity, we celebrate
before they sit down. I'm really proud of this group of students. It's very difficult to practice all spread out with masks, but they did a wonderful job. So thank you, 4th and 5th grade choir. All right, troops, sit down.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Once again, we are so grateful and thankful that you could come today. I couldn't have done this without the help of my Veterans Day Committee. It's my favorite time of year because it really shows teamwork. We had about 8 teachers last night that showed up to help me set up chairs. We had students on the chair crew help set up chairs. Everybody coming together for a common purpose. And again, thank you, Mr. Benson, for making a live stream of this. And you will be able to see that later. If you were here and you want to watch it and send it to family, it will be on our SCS TV station and website. So veterans, again, thank you for coming. I hope to see you all next year. If you have not gotten your picture taken, at this time we really want to have those people get their pictures taken. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here and thank you for your service. Thank you.